Oh, you won AR locals today. What were you playing?
I was playing pure McDonald's. That's it. So we'll get out the main course to start with. 3 Bianca Viso. You need 3 in pure for the grind game because you go through 2 too easily. 3 Flare, it's your main searcher monster and it's good to have as a tribute. 3 this, it's Wishes, so it's a pretty good card. 3 of the E-Telly for 2. People don't know about the other effect in Grave where it can bounce, so that's pretty good. The one-offs, great for recursion, great for recursion. The pop effect comes up way more than you think. Most of the time, you're honestly going to be searching Bianca Viso with this, rather than summoning 2, because you want to always have one to hand in tribute. For additional engine, you play the Nouvelle package, because you're playing burgers, so you gotta play burger cards. These all say, just get Flare, and it also gives you a pendulum that you can tribute, so you get another draw. 2 prep, it's an additional searcher, and it also searches cards in the sides, so it just helps. And then the real part of the deck, the non-engine, so 3 Ash, 2 Veiler, because you can use it under Spark and Purge, 1 Bell, because I wanted to have one in the deck for Crossout, or it's a good draw, 1 Droll, same, it's Crossout, and I don't like 2 in this format, so I just played the 1. 1 Nib, it's just the 40th card, I couldn't decide what to play here. There have been games come up where I've had only Soiree as my only engine piece, and you can just use this to tribute your guys, so you just get infinite value that way. Shifter, he says bye, so he's awesome. The Cyframes, I only played 1 of each because I wanted to keep it at 40. He's a tribute summon, so that's pretty goofy. The rest of the hand traps, 3 Sparks and 2 Purge. I only played 2 Purge because it conflicted with the Poissoneur, because it's a dark, but I still wanted to play Purge, so I didn't want to have 2 contradictory, but I still wanted to keep up the non-engine count. And then all buy and no, because we don't like Droll dissolving, so we can't have that card in the format. So that's it for the main, just 40, so it should be 21 engine and then 19 non-engine. The extra deck, it's not complicated. You just play 3 of each name, because they're good in grind games. If you're on Mitsu, you could think of like cutting them down to 2, but in pure, there's no reason not to play 3 of each. 2 Petitiel, because I wanted Conquerors to be a live draw turn 3. If you only play 1 Petitiel and it goes face up in the extra deck, you can't summon it, because it wasn't properly summoned. So it's nice to have a 2, just in case. Nerva, this card's busted, it says Tribute 3, so it gives me extra draws in the end phase, and I like drawing cards, so we played that. Typhon, that's Typhon. Linkaribo, you can summon it off of the Flare or the Poissoneur, but more times than often I'm using it for the Graveyard effect on my opponent's turn to tribute Flare, so that I can book him in without having to tribute summon. And then last card, the Goat, Lambda. You just go, instead of just leaving Bianca Viso and a guy on the field, you just go, make this, end phase, draw 8, draw a bunch of Cyframes. And it's like, cool, I just win the game. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory extra deck. Side deck, I was testing out stuff, so it's not fully complete. 1 Festivalos and 1 Blizzard Princess. This card says when it tribute summons, look at your opponent's hand and rip 1. This says when it's tributed, your opponent can use spell traps. I would probably play 2 of this over 2 of this, because by the time you get to this, they've probably already used all the spells and traps they need. So this is nice to have the hand knowledge and remove like the 1 piece that you can't deal with your non-engine. And then the other tributes, Vanities and Benton. You play 1 Benton, so it's a search target for prep, going in post sides, and then Vanities is Vanities. The only going second card I played was Droplet, because I feel most of the time I was just breaking their boards with engine, because the only thing I care about is their non-engine, so it's not going to matter if I have enough breakers, because I still just lose the non-engine anyway, which is the more scary part of their deck. So I just played a bunch of going first cards instead. So it was 2 Di-Fi, 2 Macro, I went 2-2 rather than 3 die fight because macro is going to be a live draw when I draw it in the end phase, so I can set it with the matinee. And then 2 Grisaille. This just says that Kulchin and Dimsy can't play, which is fun because we don't like those decks. And then 2 Dragon Slimes, because Bianca Viso is 25, and you can discard this off of Flare as a free discard to set it in the end phase. Not in the end phase, but just set it from grave. So that should be the whole list. That's 15 side, 15 extra, and then 40 main. And obviously, best deck box in the game.
Any shout-outs would you give, Ollie?
Shoutouts to Caitlyn Armor's Dracotail deck. Love that. I think that's it for the shoutouts.